Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. December, there was some metal. It was pretty good. Let's talk about it. First up, I want to throw out an honorable mention, which is Rave the Requiem with Stigmata Itch. I can't put it in the metal section because it's actually 2000s era dance music with like the oonts, oonts, oonts. But it's also got like serious like metal instrumentation themes to it. Anyway, I just wanted to put this on your radar in case you weren't aware this sort of thing existed. Starting us off 10th, we have Depravity. Grand Malevolence, it's really good technical death metal. It definitely is more on like the crazy side of tech death, but it comes around with a headbanging section here and there as well. It's not so exceptional that I'd recommend it to people who aren't fans of tech death, but like if you're a person who likes tech death, here you go. 9th place, we have Respire with Black Line, which is 50% post-hardcore and 50% black metal. And it just is this weird balance of catchiness and atmosphere that like gets me totally discombobulated. I keep coming back to the tracks Tempest and Cicatrice though, so I knew I had to put it on this list, but yeah, it's strange to me. I don't quite know how to explain it, but it's certainly something you should know about. 8th, BRÓN, Pred dverima noći. Maybe that's what that title is called. I don't know. I think it's old Gaelic. Anyway, great little Atmo black piece. You look at the album cover and you're like, oh, that's going to be a haunted forest. And it's not. It's synthy and electronic, and the sound palette is very bright and honestly pretty like interstellar sounding. The arrangements also do a great job of like building into these great, big, beautiful culminations. So it's really kind of everything you can ask for from an atmospheric black metal album. But I know that's not the most popular genre in the world and it's pretty down-tempo, so if you know Atmo Black isn't your thing, you can probably give this a pass, but if you're interested in Atmo Black or a solid fan of the genre, this one's surprisingly good. 7th, Eleine, Dancing in Hell. And it's a really good symphonic metal release. It's maybe a little routine for the genre, but it's got some absolute bangers on it, and it's really solid, consistent, and, just fun, easy listening, comfort food. You gotta be listening to some symphonic metal, and here is Eleine with a fresh dose just when you need it most. 6th place, we have an album that has been growing on me, which is Dawnwalker with Ages. These guys just feel like they can do everything really well. It is very progressive and also very post-metal, so I think it also suffers from a little bit of that self-indulgent bloat that is a very common affliction in the genre. But yeah, man, this one, grower, not a shower. Fifth place, Undergang with Aldrig livet. And Undergang, just the grimiest, sewer-dwelling, gutter trash, make you want to shower kind of death metal. And they've been that for a while, but on this album, man, they just went from being a grimer to being a muck. Listen to the vocals for a while. Just the vocals come in halfway through a song, you're just like, oh, what? It's insane. Just go gawk at the vocals for a bit, if nothing else. And 4th place, Demonstealer, and This Too Shall Pass EP. So I think this is Death Doom, but it's the weirdest kind of Death Doom. So they play 90s thrashy style death. Then they stop doing that, and they play doom metal instead. Demonstealer, also known as Sahil Makija, is the frontman of Demonic Resurrection. He also founded one of the first metal record labels in India. So he's viewed as one of the most important people in that quickly growing scene. Also runs a tremendously successful YouTube channel called Headbanger's Kitchen, where he makes keto cooking videos. So yeah, even if you don't like the music that much, you should know about this guy. He's interesting. Man, am I hot. All right, 3rd, we have Hergle with Fin de Règne. Progressive black metal. Now, the special sauce here It's black metal, but the production is hella clean. Like, this does not sound like black metal, it sounds like progressive metal. So, if you're the kind of person who can get turned off by that messy, harsh black metal sound, check this out, because it's still got the black metal vocals, still got the tremolo pickings, still got like the blast beats and stuff. So yeah, black metal fans, non-black metal fans, I do recommend this one because it's really good. And then also it's really unusual, and I think that that can help you kind of get into genres you might not otherwise get into. I just think this is actually a really impressive introductory black metal album. In second, we have a very popular pick here, Akhlys with Melinoë. So I'm pretty sure there's a Goosebumps book where the plot is that like some kids are in an attic somewhere rummaging through old records, and they come across like this mean mug looking at them. And yeah, then they like listen to it and like a demon begins invading their dreams. Yeah, that's like the premise of this album. It's meant to be a nightmare inducer, and it totally is really good at it. It's pretty good. But, and it is a rather sizable but, here's the problem I have with putting this album on this list. This is the least accessible metal there is. Like, it is harsh, it is atmospheric, it is trying to take your head off, and like, not even in the good headbanging way either. In order to appreciate the magic of this thing, you need to be a hardcore metal fan used to listening to noisy black metal mixes. But if you are a hardcore metal fan, you already know about this album, and you don't need me to tell you how good it is. So, here's what I'm going to do instead. If you go out there and you get your face melted by this album, or you're just kind of bored, but you still want to get into this kind of music, go listen to Cosmicism by the Great Old Ones for a while. Akhlys doesn't really advertise it, but they're drawing heavily from the cosmic black metal sound palette. And Cosmicism has all the aspects of that genre, but in a much more digestible package. So I think if you go cut your teeth on Cosmicism for a while, you can come back and appreciate a lot more of Melinoë. But also, like, Cosmicism isn't a walk in the park either, and you might just get your face melted by that as well. Hey, so, you might have noticed, Melinoë, number 2. And that means I found an album I liked even more than Melinoë this month, and, yeah, it's true. So yeah, I listened to this one on release day, and it just, like, blew my mind. I immediately went and bought a vinyl and a t-shirt. Wanted to wear the t-shirt, but it's not here yet. So, without further ado, it is City of Industry, False Flowers. This album does absolutely everything I want metallic hardcore to do. My biggest problem with hardcore is that a lot of bands just like get going and then leave their foot on the gas pedal and never shut up. And then I just end up like dead from ear fatigue 9 minutes into the album. These guys don't make that mistake, and they just like cart out the special sauce instead. Let's go over the last 4 tracks, because I think that's going to best illustrate my point. What a Time to Be Alive starts off as a groovy, melodic, hardcore song. But in the middle, it entirely falls apart, like just breaks into this broken time signature drum thing. And then it exits on this post-rock guitar lead with no other instrumentals, straight into I Who Sleeps in Darkness, which isn't even a hardcore song. It's a post-punk goth rock thing with some harsh vocals, but it's also brilliant because it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, like, dude, everyone sleeps in darkness. And it's actually my favorite track on the whole album. But once you've had your little goth rock intermezzo, they come back in with Embracing the Morals of the Pig, which is a 42-second hardcore stomper moshing track with an amazing slinky bass tone. And then they finish it up with an epilogue that's mostly a folky string arrangement with fiddles, but they go full blast hardcore again for 20 seconds just as a little last hurrah, and then end on like a downtrodden piano melody. Like, this whole album is just downright bonkers. Like, they go so many places and take so many neck-breaking turns, but it's also like playful and lighthearted about it, that it feels like part of the joke rather than being jarring. Also, absolutely no one is listening to this band. Like, at time of recording, there are straight less than 1,000 on Spotify. And I really feel like you should check these guys out, even if you're not a fan of the metallic hardcore genre, because this has the magic ingredients in it, and I enjoy it more every single time I listen to it. Okie dokie. So, yeah, if you like this video and like to watch some more like it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as other YouTubers tell me that's important. Thanks for watching.